Welcome to the Poet Studio, the annual Christine Private School Poetry Performance Competition. Poetry helps us to create timeless melodies and rhythms. Reading, memorizing, and recitation of poetry can help students gain confidence by delving deeper into language. It is an expression of an individual's thoughts and feelings. Through this poetry performance competition, students explored the deeper meaning of poems. They made personal and real-life connections as they selected the poem that best resonates with their own experiences and feelings. Today, we will experience poetry come to life through the dramatic performances. The selection of the finalists was a difficult process, as each entry was a unique representation of the students' talents of comprehension, expression, voice modulation, facial expression, and body movements. Please welcome the finalists from Year 7 and 8. Before we begin the presentation, I'd like to request you to please use the link here to judge the performance based on the criteria provided. Our first finalist is Tyra Ann from Year 8.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyra and I am from 8B. Today I will be reciting a poem called A Character by William Wordsworth. I marvel how nature could ever find space for so many strange contrasts in one human face. There's thought and no thought, and there's paleness and bloom, and bustle and sluggishness, pleasure and gloom. There's weakness and strength, both redundant and vain, such strength as ever affliction and pain could pierce through a temper that soft to disease would be rational peace, a philosopher's ease. There's indifference alike when he fails or succeeds, and attention full 10 times as much as their needs. Pride where there's no envy, there's so much of joy, and malice in spirit, both forward and coy. There's freedom and sometimes a dividend stare, of shame scarcely seeming to know that she's there. There's virtue, the title it surely may claim, yet one seven knows what to be worthy the name. This picture of nature may seem to depart, yet the man would at once run away with your heart. And I, for 5 centuries, right gladly would be such an odd, such a kind, happy creature as he. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. Our next performer is Michelle Ahmed from Year 8D.
Hello everybody, my name is Michelle Ahmed, I'm from Year 8D, and today I'm going to be reciting a poem called A Character by William Wordsworth. I marvel how nature could ever find space for so many strange contrasts in one human face. There's thought and no thought, and there's paleness and bloom, and bustle and sluggishness, pleasure and gloom. There's weakness and strength, both redundant and vain, such strength as if ever affliction and pain could pierce through a temper that's soft to disease, will be rational peace, a philosopher's ease. There's indifference alike when he fails or succeeds, and attention full 10 times as much as their needs. Pride when there's no envy, there's so much of joy. And mildness and spirit, both forward and coy. There's freedom and sometimes a diffident stare of shame, scarcely seeming to know that she's there. There's virtue, the title it surely may claim, yet once heaven knows what to be worthy the name. This picture from nature may seem to depart, yet the man would at once run away with your heart, and I, through 5 centuries, right gladly may be such an odd, such a kind, happy creature as he.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Our third finalist is from Year 7A, Sophia Gabriel.
By Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not get tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear the truth you've spoken, just as by nows to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart to nerve and snoo, to serve your turn love after they're gone, and to hold on when there's nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on! If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes or loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth distant run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And what is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Thank you for that marvelous presentation. Our next performer is Zara Alka from Year 8.
Hi, I'm Zara Alka, and this is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there's some mistake. The only others sound the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
That was a very creative and interesting presentation. Our fifth finalist is Elisha Ray from 7D.
Hi, I'm Elisha from 7D. Happiest Nations by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. Our people are happy and in their prime since the days of Zaid till the end of time. Blessed with honor and dignity, they thrive. Admonished by none, they lead a joyous revive. While some struggle with obstacles and strain, our people are sheltered from agony and pain. Their children wrapped in peace, they do not fear. For their wishes and desires, they need not shed a tear. They live in justice, their dreams fulfilled, not chasing illusions, their vision instilled. Led by Khalifa, compassionate and fair, wishes are realized, demands met with care. Upon hearing what was said, rejoiced with joy that our people are the happiest, be it man or boy. Fulfilling our duty is a passion we prize, and every day an opportunity does rise from friends and foes alike. A true confession, the fruit of our labor, leave a lasting impression. May our land remain prosperous forevermore. while people live happiest embraced in its core.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. Our next performer is Nani Zahara from year 8.
Greetings everyone. My name is Nani Zahra and I'm from class A to B. Today I'm going to be reciting a poem known as Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening, illustrated by Robert Frost. Hope you like it. Whose woods these I think I know? His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch the woods fill up with snow. His little horse must think it's queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lakes, the darkest evening of the year, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there's some mistake. The only sounds the sweep of easy winds and downy flakes. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have a promise to keep. And miles before I go to sleep, and miles before I go to sleep. Thank you.
Thank you for that superb presentation. Our seventh finalist is Angelique Dale from year 7C.
Good day. My name is Angelique from year 7C, and today I will be reciting the poem entitled A Character by William Wordsworth. A Character by William Wordsworth. I marvel how nature could ever find space for so many strange contrasts in one human face. There's thought and no thought. There's paleness and bloom, and bustle and sluggishness, pleasure and gloom. There's weakness and strength, both redundant and vain. Such strength as, if ever, affliction and pain could pierce through a temper that soft disease would be rational peace, a philosopher's ease. There's indifference alike, whether he fails or succeeds, and attention full 10 times as much as their needs. Pride where there's no envy, there's so much joy, and mildness and spirit, both forward and coy. There's freedom, and sometimes a diffident stare, and shame, scarcely seeming to know that she's there. There's a virtue, the title it surely may claim, yet one's heaven knows what would be worthy the name. This picture of nature may seem to depart, yet the man would at once run away with your heart. And I, for 5 centuries, gladly would be such an odd, such a kind, happy creature as he. Thank you.
You have been fantastic. Thank you. Our last finalist is Zainab binti Shakir from year 8C.
The Soldier by Rupert Brooke. If I die, think only this of me, that there's some corner of a foreign field that is forever England. There shall be in that rich earth a richer dust concealed, a dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware, gave once her flowers to love, her ways to roam. A body of England's, English breathing air, washed by the rivers, blessed by sons of homes. And think, this heart, all evil shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind, no less, give somewhere back the thoughts by England given. Her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her day, and laughter learnt of friends, and gentleness, in heart at peace under an English heaven.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. That concludes our poetry performance competition. Thank you, judges, for your time and feedback.